none of that will be included in the video. Thank you for your time. Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Chloe Jewel, and if you didn't know who I was before, well, now you do. And today we were talking about Degrassi, Next Generation. I actually started watching this over quarantine with my roommates, and we are all the way to season 9. We just got there yesterday. First episode in. But today I'm going to be talking about season 1, episodes 1 and 2, because it was a 2-part season premiere. They were doing it right, bringing it back, because it was originally Degrassi Junior High in like the 80s. Oh, the 80s. So the first 2 episodes are entitled Mother and Daughter Reunion, and they center around Emma and Emma's mother, who is nicknamed Spike, and who I just realized I don't know her real name, so we're just gonna keep calling her Spike. In this episode, we get into quite a bit for it to be the introduction to bringing Degrassi back to TV, because Emma is messaging a boy online that she has never met before. And I think that we can all assume what that means for her. Probably something not very good. So they said, let's just throw these kids right into it. They need to know about the dangers of the world. Let's start with pedophilia. Seems like an easy topic to digest. Child, anyways, so episode 1, we start off with meeting Emma and Manny. And Emma and Manny are basically 2 of the main characters that we're going to follow through. I mean, they're still in season 9, they're in college by then. So we follow them from junior high up until who knows how long. And what they're doing is they're at Emma's computer checking emails, because Emma just got an email from Jordan. Now, Jordan is 16, and she's never met Jordan before, but her and Jordan are very in love. Later in the episode, she even tells Caitlin, which is one of her mother's friends, that Jordan sees into her soul.
Sure, Jan.
So they're reading Emma's emails, and then Spike comes in. She says, we gotta go. So we go, and then we meet another character, JT. JT stays on the show until I think about season 6 or season 7. JT is kind of the funny one. He's the goofy boy. He's adorable. He works on a kids TV show later, like on the show. Very meta. Very meta. And after we meet JT, we meet more characters. We're just meeting everyone, but this time we're meeting most of the Degrassi alums from Degrassi Junior High. They're actually a pretty big part of the beginning of the show, because I think TV creators thought that it would be a way to bring in the old audience. I also feel like it kind of isolates the younger audience they were trying to get, but it's fine. I'm a college student, so I'm in on all the juicy drama. So we meet Snake, whose real name is Artie. We meet Spike, Emma's mother. We meet Joey, and Joey has a daughter who is actually played by the actress who plays Manny. It's her little sister. So Manny's actress is Cassandra Steele. Cassandra Steele's sister plays Joey's daughter. I might edit all that out. That was pretty confusing. But Joey stays on the show for a while, because not only is he Snake's best friend, he becomes a guardian for one of the Degrassi students, Craig Manning. Degrassi heartthrob. And musician. He became famous. He was good. And his actor, Jake Epstein, was on Broadway. But maybe it might have been Spider-Man musical. And then we meet Lucy. She's not really mentioned again. And then we meet Caitlin. So what's happening with all the alums is they're all back in town for the 10-year reunion, and that is their main storyline throughout the show. Joey and Caitlin have some drama because they dated in high school, but Joey's wife died just a year ago, so he's not sure if he wants to date. And that's pretty much the center of the adult drama, even though it does take up most of the 2 episodes. As Emma, Manny, and JT are hanging out at the school, new student Toby is getting a tour of the school, and he sees JT, and they were best friends at camp. Toby and JT have the cutest little friends moment. They run up to each other, they do their little handshake. It's like so true bestie. It's a so true bestie moment. and we live for it because they're adorable. So Toby, JT, Manny, and Emma all decide to hang out together after they meet at the school. So they go to a playground, they're talking. Emma just got an email from Jordan, mystery man, who says that he's going to be in Toronto if they would want to meet up, which, red flag. Let's maybe not meet with mysterious internet men in Toronto. And actually, Toby is very smart to immediately speak out. He's like, that does not sound safe. It doesn't really make much sense. It's summer. Why is he here on a school trip? It's a whole lot of... He's smart. He knows. But Emma's like, no, it'll be fine. Hi, Finley. Sorry, my cat's joining us. Say hi, Finley. Oh, she hates being held. Say hi. Say hi to the fans. Look at this grumpy little cutie. She has a little, oh my god. If you've watched Lilo and Stitch, her bell. Let them see it. Her bell is scrump. Okay, I'm sorry. Anyway though, so Toby is spitting straight facts about Emma's mystery man because Emma is 11 or 12, however old she's supposed to be, and she should not be meeting up with strange men on the internet at a hotel of all locations. So the whole episode continues. They're dealing with more reunion stuff. Emma still can't decide if she's going to meet Jordan or not. And then Caitlin comes home with Spike after all the adults go out for a drink. And Caitlin inadvertently gives Emma some really terrible dating advice for Emma's current situation. But all Emma says is that I like this boy and my friends don't like him. So Caitlin's like, you should go for it. We don't care what other people think. Strong, empowered women. But she doesn't know that she's planning to meet a man from the internet. So the episode closes out with Emma sending an email to Jordan saying, yeah, I'd love to meet you. This can't go wrong. No, nothing will go wrong. So the episode opens with the alums going to the 10-year reunion at Degrassi. And as we get there, they're taking a tour through the school with new students, or not with new students, with current students giving the tour. And we are introduced to one of my favorite girls, Miss Terry. And Miss Terry has to go through a lot on this show, and she does not get a lot of love. But Miss Terry, I need to stop calling her Miss Terry, but Terry is my girl. Terry is my girl, and she doesn't deserve Rick, or Rick doesn't deserve her. Rick is bad for her, is what I'm trying to say. And she's beautiful. She's probably the prettiest girl on this show. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. I said it. Terry's the prettiest girl on this show. She's not really a part of the episode though. She's just giving the tour and then we don't even get to know who she is. But I noticed her because I live for her. But as all the adults are at the reunion, we get to dive a little bit into Emma's story a little bit more that we set up in the first episode. So Emma has decided that she's going to meet this man. She tells Manny, she gives her a phone call and she's like, hey, I can't hang out tonight because I'm going to watch this animal documentary, so bye. Which, Miss Girl, if you're going to a second location, at least tell one person. Manny would have judged you, but she wouldn't have stopped you. Well, she might have tried, but she should have, So Emma sets up, she goes to the hotel, she's waiting in the lobby. As she's waiting in the lobby, the episode cuts back to Toby and Manny because Manny has showed up at Toby's house where JT is, and she's like, I don't feel right. The situation doesn't feel correct, and I think that we need to adjust. So, and Toby, the smartest boy, is like, you know, let's hack into her email. Let's hack into her email, let's see where she is, and let's go stop it. So Toby hacks into the email, and he realizes that Jordan was able to see into Emma's soul because he was hacking into her email and reading her email. So Emma sent an email to Manny about cinematic masterpiece Chicken Run. She emails Manny about Chicken Run. Next day Jordan emails her about Chicken Run. Like, there we go. That's how he sees into her soul. That's how he knows that she's into the same things. So they figure out where she is at the hotel, and being incredibly even more smart kids, they run straight to Degrassi and tell Spike instead of going to the hotel and trying to fix it themselves. Pretty Little Liars could never. PLL, those girls could never. They could never. But whenever they're running up to get Spike, she's dancing with Snake. And that's gonna set us up for Spike and Snake because they are the power couple. They're the true power couple of Degrassi High, even though they no longer go to the school anymore. Because Snake, and listen to me closely, Snake is the backbone of this entire show. And that's all I'm gonna say. Because that's all you need to know. And I'm gonna stop doing this because it's a lot. Snake and Spike go to the hotel. They bust down the door and Snake slams the perv up against the wall and he's like, I'll break your neck. And it's a pretty good scene. I didn't mind it. And Emma's a little bit traumatized because although the guy didn't end up actually getting to do anything to her, they got there right in time. He was still sitting really close to her and like putting her hair behind her ear and just giving an 11-year-old girl the icks and being incredibly inappropriate. And poor Emma. But Emma and Spike have a conversation. Emma yells at her mom yells at her, and then they like make up in the end, and they end with like basically Emma kind of having this resolution. But I'll be honest, Degrassi has kind of an issue of they'll do big 2-part special episodes where one of the characters will have a very, very intense trauma that we're going to deal with, and then they'll clean it up within the 2 episodes, and then maybe 5 episodes down the line we'll bring it up again, or we may not ever talk about it again. We see it with Ellie and with Darcy when it comes to self-harm storylines. We're going to see it with Peter when he does meth on accident. Okay, I mean, he thought it was coke, so I guess it was on accident, but like, is that better? I don't think so. And we see it with Jane. She has a sexual abuse storyline. So Paige has a sexual abuse storyline very early on in first season as well, and they don't deal with that until season 3 again. We don't bring it up at all in season 2, what happened to Paige. So I think that Degrassi kind of has an issue with, although we bring these stories to light and we give them a space to be talked about and to feel safe in and to learn from, we make it still seem much brighter in the end, which is the point of a TV show. But the fact that these characters don't continue to carry their trauma and continue to talk and learn and grow and heal from their trauma isn't very realistic. I think they're getting better with it as the show goes along. We seem to be carrying our baggage a little bit more, which makes the characters more interesting and complex, and the storylines a lot less messy. But I don't know, it's not a huge issue. It's just my personal opinion that we kind of make things seem really like peachy keen in the end. But Emma just almost got molested, and just talking about it once isn't going to make it fine. What a big season premiere for Degrassi. It's a really intense premiere. I don't know if I'd let my 11-year-old daughter watch that. I mean, I probably would, because I would be like, this is good TV. But some parents probably wouldn't, because it deals with such intense subject matter. I mean, honestly, you might have been told, or one of your friends might have been like restricted from watching Degrassi when it was on Teen Nick. I mean, I wasn't really allowed to watch it. I wasn't super into it though until I saw Eli in a preview, and then I fell in love. So I think I want to give an MVP of every episode, and we're going to make the MVP of this episode. Now, it's a really tough competition between Manny and Toby and Snake, but we're gonna give it to Manny because Manny's the one who always had the gut instinct to tell Emma not to go meet this creepy man, and she's the one who had the idea to run to Toby, and I'm sure she's the one who had the idea to go straight to Spike. So, and Manny's my favorite character. I love Manny. Manny and Paige, they're my 2 girls. So, Manny deserves MVP of this episode. These two episodes. Okay, and then my final rating and final review, I'm going to give this a 3.5 out of 5 for the season premiere of Degrassi, only because I, again, think it focuses too much on the adults, and it's I mean, as a first-time watcher, when I first saw it, I was like, I have no idea who in the hell these people are, and I had to Google it to understand that they were alumni of Degrassi Junior High. And so, like, they were bringing up old storylines, and it was very confusing for me as a first-time viewer. So I'm gonna give it a 3.5 because I don't think it focuses enough on the Degrassi High kids. But other than that, it was really good. It was intense, it was exciting, it was suspenseful, it was funny. It's everything you could want in a Canadian teen soap opera. So, I think that's everything. If you liked what you saw and you want to see me react and comment on more Degrassi episodes and continue this series, then like and subscribe down below. And you can find my Twitter and Instagram links in the description and in my bio on my channel page. Thanks for watching. Anyway, let's get back to the video. Oh. Okay. Well, we all know who has a small dick around here. And it isn't me. I'm sorry. There he is, my tiny horse. He's extra tiny today, yeah, but they're taking him away from me, oh, tiny horse.